Hey guys, I wanted to talk about what's been going on for the last month. I was in a really bad funk, so bad I actually did gain some weight in this period because I really didn't give a crap what I was eating. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to go places. I just wanted to be basically left alone. If I could have not worked and stayed in bed all day, I would have been just happy doing that for the last month. The good thing is, in the last week, I seem to have finally kind of snapped out of it. There was definitely an event that happened with a friend that I think was definitely an impact. That it was kind of like an eye-opener, like, you can't keep putting things off for tomorrow. A lot of what was going on in this funk was, I don't need to do that today. I'll just do it tomorrow. Or I'll start back up tomorrow. I'll eat whatever I want today, and tomorrow I'll be better. Which is the same thing I've done over and over and over for most of my life. So it was just getting worse and worse because I could feel myself getting back into that, and I just wanted to almost like slap myself, but of course I didn't do that. And I just didn't know how I was gonna get out of it. And then, just like that, I just kind of like, hey, we gotta get back to it. You can't go back to the way you were. You have to keep moving forward. I had gone through a frustrated period a few months ago because my weight has been kind of plateauing. And I think there's a huge factor was, although that wasn't like on my mind, but I just was like, I don't want to work that hard. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. And I'm going to ramble all through this, but it was extremely frustrating. I could not pull myself out of it. John was trying to be great. He definitely vibes off me. I know that. I own that. It took me a long time to own it. He's great about handling all the food stuff and making sure we've got the right food in the house. But I am the one who says we have to be here, do this, do that. And when we're talking ourselves out of it, I'm usually the one who's like, we just need to go do it. And I was not being that person for the last month. I knew that me not doing these things was also hurting John, and I still couldn't get myself out of it, and it was so frustrating. Now we're about a week into me doing better, feeling better. We're definitely getting back into it. We've set a goal of hopefully doing another triathlon in 3 weeks. It's like so when I finally snapped out of this, and I don't want to keep going back to the funk, but I was in a very, very bad place. In my opinion, it was bad. And I really didn't see a way out of it. And so I'm grateful that I'm out of it. I hope it doesn't come again because it was scary to think that I've been so good for the longest time ever in my life of staying on track and being motivated and really truly being kind of motivated on my own. Everything else that I've ever done in my life has been, with a coach right there by my side saying, hey, you got to run, you got to sprint, we're going to do these drills. And that was basically any kind of my fitness motivation. Really, this was like as my adult life, this was the most accountability I had taken for myself and my wellness and my fitness for the longest period of time. And I was throwing it away. And I couldn't even figure out why. And what's scary about not knowing why is I don't know how to prevent it from happening again, and I don't know if it would just happen again. So I'm hoping, that it doesn't come around. If it does, it's not as long, or that I, kind of see it a little sooner and find a way to work through it and not let it have some bad results from it. So as a result, I did gain a few pounds. It's definitely going to make it difficult for me to reach my goal by my birthday in a month and a half. But it's not going to stop me from trying. I own what I did. I know I can't do it again. I'm grateful for all the things that we've achieved so far. Just to think about some of the things that we have achieved this year. We did a triathlon. Let me tell you, I set that goal 2 years ago. And I know when I set that goal 2 years ago, I said I wanted to do it, but I never thought to myself that I was actually going to follow through with that. So we did that. We did the Mount Major hike, which is something that's been on our mind for years. We did the Cape Cod Bike Trail, which was a huge thing that we wanted to do for a long time. I'm not huge in front of this accomplishment. It was only a 14-mile bike ride, but it was something that we wanted to do. I'm riding my bike on the road with cars, which is something I always wanted to avoid in my life. I'm doing close to 20-mile rides, and I definitely think soon in the future that we're going to be up there around 25. I'm doing jumping jacks again. I'm able to jump rope again. I'm not as though I have knee pain here and there. I experienced leaving a little bit tonight, but it's not as frequent. It's not as painful, and things are overall better for us. And I'm gonna try really hard to focus on that going forward, and know that where I am come my 40th birthday, that it's been a year of really true perseverance and persistence, and definitely learning a lot about myself and John and what we're capable of, and that we have a lot more potential than we've ever given ourselves credit for. Well, I don't know what else I want to talk about. I really just wanted to talk about the that funk for a little bit, because it definitely wasn't a good place. And if any of you guys are kind of there, definitely talk to me, reach out to me, because I understand. I know what it's like. And, if there's any way I can help you get out of yours, based on what I just went through, I definitely want to be there for you, because it's not a good place. It's not a good feeling. And, you got to remember, keep telling yourself, if you're there, you've worked so hard, and just to think about how much harder you have to work to do it all over again. And, I got to work with 5 to 8 pounds all over again, because of this. So, yeah, try not to let it happen to you, and reach out if it is. Thanks, guys.